And welcome to an update of the 31 Days of Horror. It is the 7th of October, and I have watched 3 movies so far. Not really keeping up with the task, am I? But I said I would give you somewhat regular updates, and though I hinted at being on the weekends, I was busy. So, it is Monday night, and I will give you an update of the 3 movies that I watched. The first one was from 1987. Low-budget horror movie called Necropolis. This is the Full Moon Grindhouse DVD release for it. Quality isn't that great, but you still get to watch the movie, which I had not seen before. It is interesting. It's got some great 80s soundtrack. Great. It's got some nudity for those who like the boobies and such. Yeah, it's kind of a classic. If you know the film Dark Angel with Dolph Lundgren, you know, the I Come in Peace movie, it's similar to that in the sense that the person goes around from person to person to person, or victim to victim to victim, and basically draining them of something, and such. So it's, in that sense, it's similar to that Dark Angel movie, and though he was an alien and he was collecting stuff as a drug. But anyways, enough about that. Next up is a Trauma release. This is a 2010 film, and for those who have a phobia of clowns, it's Clown Camp Massacre, which actually was quite fun. It's low budget. Yep, it's classic Trauma low budget. It's got a lot of the schlocky that you'd find in Trauma, with crazy dialogue and such. But there was a lot going to it. There's a lot of little creative moments in the film that weren't quite the norm or the expected, and it has a twist ending that there's no way you're gonna guess this twist ending. Well, you could, but you shouldn't. And of course, me just saying that means that you may guess it. Watch it. It's a lot of fun. And then the last movie I've been watching is a very low budget movie called The Chair. And this one, I believe, is from 2007. And it's weird. The director has a very he's all over the place. There's one scene where the dialogue keeps going between 2 sisters, and it sort of jumps back and forth between the perspective and such, and that's fine. But it also jumps back and forth from locations. So they're in several different places talking, and somehow that conversation is the same conversation they're having, even though they're all happening. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in terms of the way that the film was put together. But the director has a love of Dutch angles. Oh my God, there's so many times where this camera is off on, be it above the person, off to the corner, slightly tilted, up to the close. It's just all over the place, and oddly enough, it kind of works. So there is it's way longer than it needs to be. It doesn't really get going. There's nothing really original about the story. So it takes a real long time going, and you're just sitting there. Well, I was just watching the movie going, get on with it. But at the same time, there was creepiness. All these weird angles and stuff really, they make you feel uneasy. So in that sense, it was interesting. And of course, the people involved, you get the good-looking actors and stuff, and you at least have something nice to look at while you're waiting for the story to get moving. So those are the 3 movies so far in my 31 days of horror. And gonna go watch another one now so I can hopefully get caught up and not fall further behind. But yes, let me know what you think. Have you seen any of these 3 movies? If not, add them to your list. Check them out. I'm not gonna promise anything, but if you're into doing these type of 31 days of horror where you haven't seen any of the movies before, you're gonna end up seeing some bad movies. And every once in a while you'll get entertained. All 3 of those movies had their moments. There was good parts. I'd say the most entertaining I'd say Clown Camp Massacre was probably the one I would recommend out of those 3, though Necropolis has that, that 80s nostalgic feel to it, so there's that going for it. The Chair, it's mostly a pass, but it's not terrible, so you can watch it and blame me if you don't like it. Till next time, good